Good morning, students. Up to the last lecture, we just see definition of cell. Okay, there are we see electric charges can flow if potential difference is there. Okay, if potential difference is not there, then electric charges are not flow. Okay, we see charges are flow from higher electric potential to the lower electric potential. Okay, then next we see about the cell. Okay, so cell are what? These are the some electric devices which are used to generate potential difference. Okay, we see in our remotes we generally use cells to what? To generate potential difference. If you remove cell, then what happen? Signals are not passed through the electric or electronic remote. Okay, so there is what is the main working of these cells? Working of the cell is to generate potential difference between two terminal of any circuit. Okay, so look at here, we have to see today different types of cell. Okay, in that first is a dry cell. Okay, so these are the cells which are generally used in our day-to-day life. Okay, we see cell of remote, cells of watch. Okay, so these are the general applications of these dry cells. Okay, three four sizes of that cells are there. Okay, so they are used to flow electricity from in the circuit. Okay, so just look at, this is a diagram of dry cell. Okay, look at what there is a one middle rod we see. Okay, and that is the positive terminal of this cell. Okay, this rod is a positive carbon electrode. Okay, it is a carbon electrode which is positively charged, that is the positive terminal. Okay, then what? Look at what are the different parts of this. Here is the negative terminal of this cell, here is the positive terminal. Okay, then what? One zinc cover is there, electrolyte is there, manganese dioxide is there, carbon electrode is there, divisor, that is the this manganese dioxide is the divisor. Okay, of what? It is the divisor of this zinc cover and this positive terminal. Okay, this carbon rod. So here what? The protective cover is a present outer side of the cell. Okay, so generally if you see the electric cell, okay, these are the some components are present inside that cell. This is the inner side diagram of a cell. Okay, the diagram is also given in book. You can see in book also this diagram. Okay, so look at what is there. If you cut the outer cover of this cell, okay, then we will see there is a whitish cover is there. Okay, that is the zinc cover. Okay, I use red pen here to show that whitish zinc cover. Okay, because it is not possible to show here white cover. Okay, so what I use here red pen to show what? The zinc cover. Okay, then if we carefully remove this zinc cover, then below that we will find what? One electrolyte is there. Okay, I will see later that the use of electrode. Okay, I will explain that later, but one electrolyte is present in between this zinc layer. Okay, then what? In between this zinc layer and this carbon rod, okay, there is a divisor present. Okay, divisor is what? Manganese dioxide is a divisor used here in between this zinc cover and this carbon rod. Okay, so now we have to see working of this cell, how the charges are flow by using these cells. Okay, from between these two positive and negative terminal. Okay, look at what? If you cut the outer cover of the cell, okay, then we will see first of all this white cover, white layer, that is what? Zinc cover. That is what actually? Zinc cover. Okay, now below that zinc cover, what is that? Electrolytes is there. Okay, look at zinc chloride and ammonium chloride are used as a electrolyte. Okay, so actually 5 electrolytes are there. what is the importance of electrolyte? So in electrolyte what happen? Charges are there, positive and negative charges are there. Okay, we see definition of electric current, that is what? Flow of charge. Okay, so there we need charge. Okay, and these charges are present in this electrolyte substance. Okay, it is actually wet pulp, okay, of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride. Okay, in that positive and negative charges are present there. Okay, then this divisor is present there. Okay, between this zinc cover and this carbon rod. Okay, and it is made up of manganese dioxide. Okay, then here negative terminal. Okay, so what happened here actually? What happened here? The chemical reaction, okay, of this electrolytes is takes place, and from that charges are generated. Okay, what chemical reaction of this electrolytes is takes place and charges are generated, positive negative charges are generated. Okay, and that move towards the positive and negative terminal. Okay, according to, okay, so what happened here? Due to the chemical reaction of this electrolyte, simply here what we have to remember, due to the chemical reaction in this electrolyte, what happen? Electric charges are generated, and we know if charges are flow, because positive and negative terminals are there, and if charges then move toward the respective positive or negative terminals. Okay, so if charges are moved, then we simply it called electricity. Okay, so such a way by the chemical reaction takes place here in electrolyte, and through that what happen? Electric current is generated in this cell. Okay, and if we connect this positive and negative terminal in certain circuit, okay, whether it is a remote or it is a watch, okay, in which if you connect this cell, then what happen? Due to the reaction in this electrolyte, charges are generated, and that charges are moved, and that we simply call electricity generated by this cell. Okay, so simply here we have to remember only different part of this cell. Okay, to draw diagram of this dry cell is always asked in examination. Okay, so you have to try draw this diagram, and generally try to remember what is the function of this different part. Okay, zinc cover is present, that is the first layer. If you cut that, this protective layer which is present outside cover, okay, if you break that outside cover, then we find zinc layer, then below zinc layer we find electrolyte. Okay, that is the that electrolyte with wet pulp, which is made by using the combination of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride. Okay, by the chemical reaction there takes place in that electrolyte, charges are generated. Okay, so these charges are present in this electrolyte. That is the importance of this electrolyte, that also we have to remember. Okay, then what happened? This manganese dioxide is used as a divisor. Okay, then what? This is the middle carbon rod is there. This is the positive terminal of cell, this is the negative terminal of cell, and just we have to connect this cell in any electric circuit. Then what happen? Due to this chemical reaction, charges are generated and electric current flow through that particular circuit. So that much part we have to remember about the dry cell. Okay, then what? This is the wet pulp is used here. Okay, so what happened? Due to the use of wet pulp, what happened? This chemical reaction takes place very slowly. Okay, the chemical reaction takes place very slowly, and also its importance is what it is. We can you connect in any direction. Okay, it is easily used in a mobile devices. Okay, what if you have to move some devices, then we can easily connect these cells inside that devices, then we can move easily that devices anywhere. Okay, so that is the use of this dry cell. Okay, so just try to remember different part of this cell, and also you have to draw the diagram of dry cell. Okay, because this diagram asked many time in examinations. Okay, so just remember different types, different parts and importance of the electrolyte, because chemical reaction takes place here in the electrolytes and charges are generated. Okay, then these charges are moved toward the respected electrodes, and that is nothing but the current generated inside the cell. If you connect this cell, then what happen? Current flow through that particular circuit. Okay. Now next type of cell we have to see, that is the lead acid cell. Okay, this is the second type, and this is a diagram of lead acid cell. Okay, so look at, in that what happen, two electrodes are there. Okay, one electrode is of, that is the lead oxide PbO2. Okay, and second is, that is the lead Pb. Okay, so these are the two electrodes are there. Okay, in which what happen, lead and acid combination is there. Okay, this is the two electrodes of lead, that is one of lead oxide and one of lead, and H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid is there. Okay, which is used as an electrolyte. Okay, so look at this lead oxide electrode is used as a positive terminal of this cell. Okay, and this lead electrode is used as a negative terminal of this cell. Okay, so what happen, this lead oxide is a positive terminal, that is it carries positive charges. Okay, and this lead electrode which is negative terminal means it carries negative charges. Okay, so what happen here, when the chemical reaction takes place here, this electrolyte gets split into positive and negative charges. Okay, so what happen, so this, when the separation of charges are takes place in this electrolyte, so what happen, these charges will move toward respective electrode. Okay, we know negative charges will move towards the positive terminal and positive charges move towards the negative terminal. Okay, so such a way negative and positive charges are moved towards the respected electrodes. Okay, so what happened here, so there is 2 volt potential difference is between these two terminals. Okay, what happened here, look at, this is the construction of lead acid cell. Okay, in that simply what is used, 2 rods are used, that is the 2 terminals are used. Okay, one is of lead oxide and one is of lead. Okay, both are inserted in the electrolyte H2SO4, that is the hydrochloric acid. Okay, so this H2SO4 is used as an electrolyte here. Okay, so what happen, when the chemical reaction is takes place, okay, in this electrolyte, what happen, the charges are get separated. Okay, and this lead oxide rod is a carrier of positive charges and this is a carrier of negative charges, that is the lead rod. Okay, so charges are moved toward the respective rods. Okay, and if charges are moved means flow, then generally we call it electricity. Okay, so 2 volt that much potential difference is generated by using this cell. Okay, such cells are used generally in trucks. Okay, then other vehicles in their batteries. Okay, what happen, such a type of a cell is used which is lead acid cell. Okay, this is a Pb electrode carries all negative charges and this PbO2, that is the lead oxide electrode, carries positive charges in this cell. Okay, construction is very simple. Okay, only 2 rods are there, lead oxide rod is one and lead rod is one. Okay, so only these 2 rods are just inserted into the H2SO4, that is the sulfuric acid, which is used as an electrolyte in this case. Okay, so this PbO2 rod is a positive terminal and this Pb rod is a negative terminal here in this case. Okay, so as a separation of a charges takes place after reaction in this electrolyte. Okay, so this positive negative charges are moved towards the respective electrodes. Okay, then what happens, simply as charges move, electricity is generated here and potential difference up to the 2 volt is generated in this case. Okay, so these are the cells which are used generally in the batteries of vehicle. Okay, truck, buses, cars, in their batteries these cells are generally used. Okay, so this is the second type of a cell, which is lead acid cell. Okay, just see diagram and remember their working. Okay, so now another one type of cell is a nickel cadmium cell. Okay, so generally this type of nickel cadmium cell is used in some electronic gadgets. Okay, so such a gadgets which are, we have to generally move from one place to another place. Okay, in our day-to-day life, what happen, different types of electric gadgets we are using. Okay, that devices actually always we have to carry from one place to another place. Okay, in such a devices this nickel cadmium cells are used. Okay, so what happen, by using this cell we can get 1.2 volt potential difference. Okay, up to 1.2 potential up to 1.2 volt potential difference we get by using this nickel cadmium cell, and these cells are rechargeable cells. Okay, that much part is given in book and you have to remember about nickel cadmium cell. Okay, what we get near about 1.2 volt potential difference by using these cells, and these are the rechargeable cells. Okay, now next topic we have to see, that is the electric circuit. Okay, so look at, this is a one diagram is given here. Okay, in that what, one cell is there, one plug key is there, and one electric bulb is there. Okay, so these components are given here. Okay, we fit a one battery here, plug key here, and one bulb is here, and all three are connected by a one using one wire. Okay, so what happen, as we close this key, okay, this is the open key, now we close this key as like this. Okay, so now what happen, this is the positive and negative terminal of a cell. Okay, now this connection become proper as we connect this key. Okay, so what happen, we know here the potential difference is present. Okay, and this is a metallic wire. Okay, so due to the presence of this potential difference, what happen, electric charges are start to flow. Okay, from positive terminal of battery to the negative terminal of battery. Okay, so what happen here, electric bulb, so as we connect this key, what happen, this bulb will glow. When, but now initially when this key is open, at that time this bulb was not glow. Okay, because what, this circuit is not complete because of this key. First of all we do what, first of all we have to close this key. As we close, then what happen, this connection of this circuit become proper. Okay, we see in our home also various type of wire. If some wire is get cut down, here what happen, this wire is cut actually. Okay, it is not a proper connection, and in our home is also we see, if somewhat wire is get cut, then what happen, current is not flow through that circuit. Here is also what happen, key is open, due to that key what happen, current is not flow from this side of a circuit, it flow up to this much side. Okay, as we connect this key, then what happen, current will flow through this total circuit now. Okay, so what happen here, as we close this key, then this bulb will glow and it gives light. Okay, so simply what happen now, if you remove this battery, then again what happen, this cell, if you remove this cell here, then what happen, okay, initially here we show a cell, But now if you remove this cell, then what happen? Potential difference is not there, and if potential difference is not present, then current will not be flow through the circuit. Okay, if you want to flow current through this circuit, then always we have to connect here this what cell. Without that, flow of current through this electric circuit is not possible. Okay, so electric circuit is what? Simply it is a one circuit which is designed by using some electronic component. Okay, now this is a one electric circuit. It is designed by using what? It is designed by using this one cell, plug key and electric bulb. Okay, so this electronic components we are use here to design this one circuit. Okay, so electric circuit are what? These are the circuit which is designed by using some electronic component and proper electric connection. Such circuits are called as a electric circuit. Okay, through which what happen? Electricity is flow by the proper connection of electric equipment. Okay, look at here, this cell, plug key, electric bulb, or we are connected in a proper way. Then what happen? Due to that, electricity is a flow, and this bulb is glow, means what? Electric current is a flowing through this circuit. And if bulb is not glow, means somewhat fault is there. Due to that, what happen? This bulb is not glow, and actually electricity is not passing through this circuit. Okay, so the meaning of bulb glow means what? Current is flowing through this circuit, and such a connections are simply called as what? Electric circuit. So such a connection of electric component, okay, by using connecting wires is simply called as a electric circuit. Okay, so that part of the electric circuit also you have to remember. Okay, this is enough for today. Remaining part of this chapter we will see in tomorrow's lecture. Thank you.